Wait, don't leave. This isn't Pre-Med 101 or another episode of ER. Although you'll hear a lot about cells, organs, and the systems of the body, this chapter definitely relates to you and your career as a successful cosmetologist. The more you understand about the body, its muscles, nerves, circulatory system, and bones of the skull and neck, the better you'll be able to supply your client with a complete service, from facial and massage techniques to hairstyle design and cosmetic application.
There are two main objectives that you will cover in this chapter, which are building blocks of the human body and basic body systems.
Let's focus first on the basic building blocks of the human body.
Our study of the human body is divided into two categories: anatomy, which is the study of the organs and systems of the body, and physiology, which is the study of the functions these organs and systems perform. The study of structures that can be seen with the naked eye is called gross anatomy, while the study of structures too small to be seen without a microscope is called histology, or microscopic anatomy. To understand anatomy and physiology, we need to be aware of the four building blocks of the human body. They are cells, tissues, organs, and systems. Let's start with cells, the basic units of living matter. A cell contains three basic parts: the nucleus, or the control center, the cytoplasm, or the production department, and the cell membrane, or the outer surface of the cell. To grow and keep healthy, cells need food, water, oxygen, and the right temperature. The chemical process in which cells receive nutrients for growth and reproduction is called metabolism. There are two phases of metabolism. The first is anabolism, the process of building larger molecules from smaller ones. In this phase, the cells store water, food, and oxygen for when the body will need them. And catabolism, the process of breaking down larger molecules or substances into smaller ones in order to perform specific body functions, including muscular movements and digestion. Groups of the same types of cells make up tissues, and two or more different types of tissues make up organs, such as the brain, eyes, and heart. Finally, groups of body structures and/or organs make up body systems, which perform one or more vital functions for the body. This chapter covers 8 of these body systems. They are the skeletal, muscular, circulatory, nervous, digestive, excretory, respiratory, and endocrine systems.
As you study this chapter, remember that active learning pays big dividends. Complete your study guide and you will be surprised about how much you know. Refer to your textbook and study guide for more information on building blocks of the human body. Now, let's take a closer look at each of these 8 basic body systems.
The 206-bone skeletal system, which is made up of bones, is the foundation for the whole body. The study of bones is called osteology. Bones give the body shape and strength, protect internal organs, provide a frame for muscles, and allow body movement. The skull is the skeleton of the head that encloses and protects the brain and primary sense organs. The bones of the skull are divided into 2 groups, the cranium and facial skeleton. The 8 bones of the cranium, which include the frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal bones, are often referred to when hairstyling and cutting. The facial skeleton is composed of 14 bones. They are the mandible, maxillary, nasal, zygomatic, and lacrimal. Along with the bones of the neck, back, chest, and shoulder, the function and structure of the bones in the arm, wrist, and hand should also be a part of every professional cosmetologist's knowledge. Refer to your textbook for more information. Myology is the study of muscles. There are more than 500 large and small muscles in the body, composing approximately 40% of the body's weight. They produce body movements, shape the body, and aid other body systems, such as the digestive, circulatory, and nervous systems. There are 2 types of muscle tissue. The first is voluntary or striated muscles, which respond to commands regulated by will. The second is involuntary or non-striated muscles, which respond automatically to control various body functions. The cardiac or heart muscle is unique and the only muscle of its type in the human body. It functions involuntarily. As a cosmetologist, your interest for massage techniques will focus on the voluntary muscles of the head, face, neck, arm, and hands. Muscles produce movement through contraction or tightening and expansion or relaxing. There are three parts to a muscle. The origin, which is the non-moving or fixed portion of the muscle. The origin is attached to bone or other muscle. The belly, which is the midsection of the muscle between the two attached sections. And the insertion, which is that portion of the muscle that is joined to movable attachments, such as bones, movable muscles, or skin. The scalp and face muscles are of primary interest to the cosmetologist for scalp and neck massages, as well as facials. Muscles affected by massage are generally manipulated from the insertion attachment to the origin attachment. The scalp is covered by a broad muscle called the epicranius, or occipitofrontalis. The frontalis extends from the forehead to the top of the skull. This muscle raises eyebrows and draws the scalp forward. The occipitalis muscle is found at the nape of the neck and draws the scalp back. The three muscles of the ear are stationary and have no recognized function. There are four muscles around the eyes and nose. The corrugator muscle between the eyebrows draws them in and downward. The levator pulpebra superioris, which is located above the eyelids, raises the eyelids. The orbicularis oculi circles the eye socket and functions to close the eyelid. And finally, the procerus muscle between the eyes and across the bridge of the nose draws brows down and can wrinkle the bridge and nose area. Because your mouth is so flexible, it requires the power of 9 separate muscles. There are also 2 mastication muscles to open and close the jaws for chewing. Your textbook has a complete description of all these muscles. There are 3 main muscles of the neck and upper back. The platysma, which extends from the tip of the chin to the shoulders and chest. The sternocleidomastoideus, which is found along the side of the neck from the ear to the collarbone. It causes the head to move from side to side and also up and down. And the trapezius and latissimus dorsi, which cover the back of the neck and upper back. These muscles draw the head back, rotate the shoulder blades, and control swinging of the arms. The shoulder, chest, and arms have 8 main muscles. The pectoralis major and pectoralis minor extend across the chest and help to swing the arms. The serratus anterior is under the arm and is used to lift the arm and to help with breathing. The deltoid covers the shoulder. Triangular in shape, it helps to lift and turn the arm. The bicep is the primary muscle in the front of the upper arm. It raises the forearm, bends the elbow, and turns the palm of the hand down. The tricep travels the length of the upper arm to the forearm. This muscle controls forward movement of the forearm. The supinator runs parallel to the ulna. It turns the palm of the hand up. The flexor is found on the inside of the mid-forearm. It bends the wrist and closes the fingers. And on the inside of the mid-forearm is the extensor. This muscle straightens the fingers and wrists. The amazing dexterity and mobility of our hands are made possible by a number of small muscles that stretch over the fingers. Refer to your textbook for a listing of these muscles.
Are you still with me? Remember to use your study guide to help you keep track of all the information you learn along the way.
So far, we've looked at the skeletal and muscular systems. Next is the circulatory or vascular system, which controls the circulation of blood and lymph through the body. As a professional cosmetologist, you will use massage treatments that directly influence or stimulate this very important body system. The circulatory system is composed of 2 interrelated subsystems, the cardiovascular or blood vascular system and the lymph vascular system. The cardiovascular system combines with the lymph vascular system to maintain a steady circulation